Yo, it's XP. We are back with another live stream. Just waiting for Skyrim. Oh, it's up. I just gotta wait for it to go. Continue, and then we're gonna get into the game. But just before we do, wait. I'm curious. Does this even come through? It actually does. Wow. Okay. I was practicing one of my solos. Yeah, that was alright. That was alright. Alright, let me turn that off. Alright, let's get into the game. Let me just make sure that the sound is alright. Yeah, it looks like it's alright. Alright, what was we doing? Talk to Jarl of Whiterun. That's what we gotta do. Okay. Let's talk to the Jarl of Whiterun. See about getting this,
How can I help you?
See about getting this, dragon, I suppose. So... today is all about Skyrim, tomorrow will be Ghost of Tsushima, Wednesday will be Horizon Zero Dawn, and then it'll be Skyrim again on Thursday, then Friday is Octopath Traveler. Oh wait, no, I need to level up. I mean I could. I'm not gonna ask. Yeah, I'll be over encumbered. So we got quite a bit of money. I believe we just travelled from. So I believe we travelled from. What time is it? It's about 4. Right, guys, it's a bit too early. Go and see the Jarl. It's a bit too early. I think we'll just go and chill out for a bit. So,
good to see you.
Something I want to talk about today.
Are you my gallant hero? Have you come to whisk me away to a life of adventure and romance?
I kind of want to do. Kind of want to set out a few more tests for Starfield at some point. If I don't get enough time to test Starfield, I'm gonna have to speak to V2 because for his collection, I think we've only got about maybe a week or two just before that. I reckon there's gonna be another update coming. They done one in June. Let me just figure out when they did a test because I'm pretty sure it was June. And depending on what happens today. Depending on what happens today, I might end up. What discussion? Okay, so what I'm gonna do. Let me have a look. When was the last time Starfield updated? June 10th. So I reckon they said 6 weeks. 4 weeks is near enough a month. So an extra 2. I reckon by maybe the 15th of July there might be another update. But we'll see.
Excellent. You've done us a great service.
What is it that you need?
Here's your reward.
I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace.
No, you heard right. It's the only way to stop the dragons.
What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city? With the threat of war on my doorstep?
The threat is worse than you know. Alduin has returned.
Alduin. The World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I don't know about such things. But I heard the Greybeard summon you. That's good enough for me. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace? I want to help you, Dragonborn. And I will. But I need your help first. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry.
What if you didn't have to worry about an enemy attack?
Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon trapping scheme. Getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. Maybe. What of the Greybeards? They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen. Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons, and this war into the bargain. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to...
Alright, so that's what we gotta do. We've gotta go all the way back to, oh man. We gotta go all the way back to, High Hrothgar. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try and get them to agree to a truce, right? So I didn't know this for a long time when I was playing Skyrim. When I was playing Skyrim, I thought, oh, well, you know, the only way to stop Alduin was to basically stop, well, was to basically sort out the war, right? So you could, in fact, play a side, pick a side, figure out which one.
I've been looking for you. There's a new museum. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
High Rock, I don't know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that place is. But that's interesting. In any case, we gotta be careful.
I think I might be
because
better off taking on a less controversial cause, like helping orphans and the like.
What the hell? Bro, I've never seen that before. Alright, anyway. Hey Dandy, how's it going? I hope you enjoyed the Horizon streams, by the way. I'm gonna be honest, I'm really looking forward to I might actually buy Horizon Forbidden West and get that ready for when I go and actually play that game, because I'm actually looking forward to it. I want to play it. After playing Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Horizon Forbidden West looks really good. I think it actually looks better than Horizon Zero Dawn, so... I guess we could do this.
One thing everyone can agree on is war.
But, yeah, so... time to, go on another long journey. So, as I said, when I was playing Skyrim, I didn't actually know there was a way to find, like, I didn't really know until, like, too late after I've completed Skyrim, that there was this other, I wouldn't say ending, but it's like, I didn't realize that you could actually get a whole, like, you could get a council together to try and stop the war. Now, what would have been cool is if there is a possibility in actually stopping the war between the two. But then again, it just depends on what kind of, I don't know, I think having like 3 different options, whether choosing Stormcloaks or Imperials, or just being completely neutral and saying to them, well, how about this? Why don't we just sit down and talk and figure out both sides? Oh yeah, the neutral approach. Yeah, I kind of wish that there was a neutral. There kind of is, but it's not really. I need, so sorry, I need to find out where is this silent. It's supposed to be this other place, because we gotta take care of a bandit. I'm not too sure where it is. Have we been there before by chance? No. Let me see. Oh, hold on. What's this? No. It's not really a permanent solution. Yeah, I kind of wish there was. Kill? Is it? I'm looking for this place. Silent Moon's Camp. I've never seen... Oh. It's over here somewhere. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna go to High Hrothgar first. Because we've got to go to High Hrothgar. We got to then talk Arngeir into hosting a peace council. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much north of Whiterun, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go High Hrothgar, then to Windhelm, then I can come back, probably do that camp afterwards, and then go to Solitude because it's technically on the way if I go this route. But I might just go over here, do this, then I'm just gonna take the long route, sort of. Because this route is a dangerous one. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Alright. I'm just waiting for the horse now. But yeah, it's something that I didn't really know you could do, but I personally, after doing the peace council and stuff, I found it fun because it's like you kind of get to know more about what's going on between the Stormcloaks and the Imperials. And I think, to be fair, it will be a good idea to figure out if this is, depending on which side we pick. And it doesn't really matter about going neutral. You're always, it's going to benefit one side or the other. That's just the unfortunate part of it. This is the way to Iverstead, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, technically we could have gone the other way, but yeah, we could go towards Helgen and do a left. Yeah, I think Helgen is probably the quickest way. But yeah, I think that's what we'll do. But yeah, when it comes to peace treaty, I know a lot of people want. I think last playthrough I did pick the Stormcloaks. I don't know who I'm gonna pick this time, but I'm gonna leave that until after I deal with Alduin. but there is some also interesting things if you do it the other way, because if you kill either what's his name, Ulfric, or what's his name, General Tullius, you can actually find them when you go to. What is going on with the frame? I took off Reshade because Reshade, there's something going on, I don't know what it is. Oh, do you know what? Hold on. I just remembered something. Give me a second, guys. I don't think you can find General Tullius in Southern Guard. He's not a Nord, is he? I'm pretty sure you can. The world shift. Maybe get Ricky if you get her. Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember who you can find. I know you can find Ulfric. I know you can find. See, Southern Guard is very interesting. I thought you could find anyone there, but then again, not everyone believes in Southern Guard, right? Southern Guard is a Nord thing. I'm not too sure what happens to the other characters if they die. Do they have their own form of Southern Guard? Now that's my question. Like, apparently as well, according to one source that was talking about Elder Scrolls 6, apparently it's going to be a lot different. Yeah, different souls go to different afterlife. Okay.
Need something?
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. I didn't know that they go to different locations. Based on which god or Daedric prince their soul they gave theirs Ah, right, okay. That makes a lot of sense. You must know more about the lore than I do. I thought, I'm not gonna lie, like, when I've seen the lore of Skyrim and things like that, I'm not 100% like sure of how the lore goes. I just know how Skyrim plays. I know quite a bit about Oblivion. And I don't know, if people want me to play Oblivion, and I guess I could try playing Oblivion. It's just been such a long time since I played it. Like, if you're a werewolf, Hercene gets your soul and you go to his hunting grounds. So what about Dragonborn? Because you can do so many things. See, this is another thing as well that I don't seem to understand, right? I feel like what they've done to the Dragonborn is so weird, right? Because if you're playing as Dragonborn, you can basically do all these other, like, factions and things like that, and you can get whatever it is. Like, you can become a werewolf. I don't know if you can become a vampire and a werewolf. I don't think you can do that. So that's the only thing. Bethesda's writing at the moment is, and this is why I worry about Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, you can pledge your soul to theoretically, isn't it Kine? Wait, who's the one that gifts the Dragonborn gift? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's Kine. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's in my journal. So I guess they fight. Then again, the Dragonborn... Can the Dragonborn... I mean, the Dragonborn can die. I don't know. It's so weird. Champion of Kine. Yeah, it's Kine. I mean, technically, your soul should technically go to Kine because they gifted you the Dragonborn gift, right? Yeah. Oh, it's so weird. Imagine living in, like, Tamriel. And Kine gave the Nords the gift of the voice. So... Okay. Now this bakes a interesting question, right? But Nords go to Sovngarde if they die in battle. Okay, so if they die in battle, they go to Sovngarde. Okay. Kine doesn't claim souls after they die. Okay, that's interesting. So, this whole thing about Talos. So, the reason why the Thalmor... I think it's just a reason for a war. But I could be wrong. Anyway. When it comes to Talos, they disclaim that Talos is a god, even though I believe in the stories Talos is supposedly the ninth god to the Nords, right? Because they said that he became a god after becoming a man, like after dying as a like man, he somehow ascended to godhood. Now I don't know how that works. I mean, this is Elder Scrolls, so holy jeez!
Come on, you won't get away.
Man, a newborn bear can hit harder than that. Drink.
Yes? You've done well.
You don't look well. But yeah, this whole thing about Talos, I'm still trying to work out why the Nords claim him as a god and why there's a war over it. We do need to go this way, but I don't think... Oh, there is a path to go this way. Nice. At least the horses actually look like horses. Bethesda, if you're going to make Elder Scrolls 6, please don't make the horses look like big sacks of dung. Jesus Christ. Why did that just lag? Like, Bethesda, please learn from the modders. This is what a horse looks like, yes? See, and look, it still has the janky feel to them. I will say this though. One thing I am looking forward to in Starfield is how are they going to deal with the vehicles? Because now I don't know if they're gonna try and sort out the problems that they have with travel right now, but I kind of hope they do tackle that. really do hope they do tackle that in Starfield. Also, speaking of Starfield and speaking of Elder Scrolls, apparently someone is actually trying to put Elder Scrolls into Starfield. I mean, I don't see the point. I mean, you can. I guess what would be interesting is if they added, like for example, if they added the world of, say, Skyrim and maybe Morrowind. But then again, if you're adding them as different planets, I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, I guess you could, but it would be like, ain't they in the same place? You could technically put the whole Elder Scrolls, like, if you understand. Well, the thing is, I don't think anyone knows what the other parts of Tamriel looks like. I don't know. But I mean, if they're gonna put Skyrim and Morrowind and Oblivion into Starfield, good luck. Someone said it could take about 100 years. I'm gonna be honest, not necessarily. If I understood, I'm not even sure how making a new world works inside of the creation kit. They said that they've got some form of procedural generation in their engine, so that's making it like, it makes me think that they have some form of generation or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, this whole procedural generation stuff is, I mean, the thing is, Skyrim, it was, as far as what I'm aware of, Skyrim was designed, well, level designed by 2 people. And some people might go, 2 people did this? Well, let me have a look. I don't want to just say that as a claim and it not being true. I don't know. I mean, it could have been. Roughly 100 people. Eight people designed 150 dungeons. 10 people out of the 90-person team were directly responsible for the dungeons component of the game. Around 80 people, okay. So there's around 18 people that basically did the designs and things like that of the dungeons. That's the dungeons, so the overworld, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, the thing is, it's possible you can get 2 people to design, like, for example, how all of this looks. But it makes sense that it was procedurally generated. I think Todd Howard did actually say how they procedurally generated, like, I believe the worlds that they've been doing, and I'm gonna be honest, it makes sense because they're pretty big. And the thing is, when you've got a game that's kind of like this big, I even think that Dragon's Dogma 2 could have been procedurally generated, and that's not a knock on a team. It's just easier to procedurally generate terrain, and then you go in and then hand designing the rest of it. Like, for example, the steps wouldn't be procedurally generated. for obvious reasons. Like textures, most likely, it'll probably be a mix of both if you're gonna do procedural generation. Grass could have been done through other means. Okay, that's interesting. I do want to get, like... I have been wanting to get a better graphics card, but I'm gonna wait for the 50 series before I even attempt to get a better graphics card. But before I get a better graphics card, I've got to up my power supply. After I up my power supply, then I'll get another graphics card. Or I'll probably get them at the same time. I'll probably get them both at the same time. But yeah, oh my god. Right, we're finally here. So now we've got to talk to Arngeir. Ask him to host the peace council, whatever you want to call it. Get Ulfric and Tullius to agree to this council. Once they've both done that, then we'll try and negotiate the peace. We'll probably get all of that done today. Is this Arngeir? Yeah, it is.
Alduin? We heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeated him?
Yes, but he's escaped.
I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle. We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice. You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs.
I understand.
I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help. Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us. Wind.
Okay. Right. So first we're gonna talk to Ulfric. Then we're gonna talk to General Tullius. Interesting. We could jump from here. What's over there? Shall we? Screw it. Let's go. We need to head over there. So anyway guys, while we slowly somehow make our way to Windhelm, I think this will be the quickest way to go to Windhelm. I imagine if we actually land right by Windhelm. Hey Night Rain, how's it going? I hope all is well. It's going well for me. We just got to get Ulfric and General Tullius to agree to a council. We'll meet there and we'll probably end up doing a whole negotiation. I was right the first time, yeah. Doing good. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Hey, I think we'll be able to make it to Windhelm like this. We might be able to make it towards the bridge. Hey, check that out. I'm gonna be honest, like, Skyrim is still one of my favorite games to this day. I know there's a lot of people that preferred, like, Morrowind. It would be really cool if you did land in Windhelm. I'll probably bug out the game because, isn't it, if you land actually inside of Windhelm, it won't actually be a thing. I wish my fear of you don't need to worry about the beginning of this. There's mods out there where you can basically have an alternate beginning. Or on the bridge. I reckon we'll get on the bridge. I reckon we can do it. We're nearly there. We're literally nearly there. We've literally just glided. But yeah, if you're I get to the cave with the spider and that's about it. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, you don't need to worry about that. Literally get yourself a couple of mods and you don't need to worry about getting to the spider cave. Hey, isn't this nuts? We have literally just arrived. This is Windhelm, right? We're literally at Windhelm. We're literally at the gate of Windhelm right now. That's how sick this paraglide is. I love this. Any recommendations? Yeah, so you can get the alternate life mod where basically it will spawn you anywhere and you can pretty much do whatever you want to. I don't know what Nolvus uses, but Nolvus uses another alternate life mod that is pretty cool. It drops you basically anywhere. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised I landed near Windhelm. That is sick. I believe someone also died.
I ain't asking for much. Just a few seconds.
Hold it there. Keep your distance. Another girl killed. This is Susanna. From Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago. But I can't say I knew her.
This has happened before.
Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl killed at night, body torn up. Look, there's a war going on, if you hadn't heard. We barely have enough soldiers to walk the streets, much less patrol every corner. If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Alright, well, before I do that, I will go and do the questioning, because if we don't, we have to be careful, because what will happen is more and more start dying, I believe. I can't remember how many more.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that.
Every Nord
We've intercepted couriers from Solitude.
fights for all of us.
The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure
do
on
it
White
quickly.
Run.
I might
And what would
strangle
you
the dear
have
Jarl
me do?
otherwise.
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
Come on,
We've
talk
been
to me.
soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Okay, now we...
Yes, it's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want? I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there. Alduin, the World Eater of song and legend. If that's true, well, it changes the situation, doesn't it?
Yes, it
Even
does.
Tullius may be forced to talk sense in the face of such a threat. Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
Alright, cool. Cool, I'll have to look about
Yes.
later on. Yeah, I would say if you have a good enough PC, I would actually, and if you have a really good, a really big SSD, like storage size, I would actually recommend the Nolvus, just because it's changed Skyrim completely. Like, even the combat is really different. So, for example, let me bring out my dust gun. Like, yeah, first person and third person is so different combat-wise. And what I like about it is that I can use pretty much... I can go third person or first person and it still feels pretty good. So let's ask about...
Always? Sorry. I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
Liar.
Another one. Terrible. Need something?
No.
The divine smile on a I heard a scream and came running, but she was already... like this when I got here.
I'm sorry. I have to take them as evidence. No, I'm joking.
This is... no, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
People laugh at things
Heard the reform, just like always. Nobody saw anything useful. The bastards escaped again. Look, friend. If you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. I'll need to talk to the steward, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
Sure. I already know who it is. But I can't just, do it with no evidence. But yeah, what was I gonna say? At some point, I was gonna stream playing Phasmophobia.
Blessings on you.
So sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
Oh yeah, it's not
If he's not with
You
us,
couldn't possibly. These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace.
You know what
would
was
make a
so,
more
you know what's so
powerful
cool
state.
about Skyrim as well? Is that most of the guards and most of the Nords is voice acted by one person. Though some people might say, I'd rather them use more voice actors. Yeah, but at the same time, there was only 100 people working on Skyrim, and only a few of them, most of them being developers, or, well, pretty much anyone working on the game is a developer, but, let's go and do this.
The Greybeards have... All right, then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgerd's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies.
I know where to go, so... I know where to complete this. I'm going to be honest, it is a bit buggy, so I'm gonna quickly do a save. It's always best to do a save. I keep forgetting about that. So if you do get the Nolvus Edition for Skyrim, you have to get obviously the you have to make sure it's the special edition and it's the anniversary edition. Right, let's lockpick this because I can't be bothered to go. God damn it. I'm gonna level up anyway. I've got quite a few, so... There we go, we leveled up. Yeah, damn it. It's about there. No. That was so close! It's like there's a little, like, sweet spot that you have to... God damn it. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. I've done it before. Hey Mitso, how's it going? I hope all is well. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. I gotta get that sweet spot. No. Good to hear, good to hear. I know I'm going through these lockpicks. I will get it. I swear I will. God damn it. It's not there. No. Is it a little bit more over this way? No. In a minute, I'm gonna have to go to the yard because I'm like, okay. I just can't be bothered. At least we'll... The problem with the master lock here is... It's so easy to break these freaking lockpicks. There we go. Told you I'll get it. Told you I'll get it. Alright. We're in here. Hey, I heard you do a whistle thing a few minutes before and your horse came. Do you have a mod for horses? Yep. I have a mod for horses. I'm not entirely sure what it's called, but I know that the horses look different. I believe I can't remember what the mod is called. Again, I should have a link in. Hold on. Oh, I did say that I was gonna. Okay. What I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna do this. Let me go. Okay, so let me log in. So what I'm gonna do real quick right now is I'm going to just set up commands. So if anyone is wondering what mods I'm using, oh my god, can you just sign me in, you absolute pain in the backside? Yes. Okay, right, let me go to... I don't think it's that. Nope, 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 nope. Cloudbot. Let's go to commands. Add command. I'm gonna call this Skyrim. Okay, that should work. I mean, I have convenient horse, which has this function about the whistle. Yeah, it's most likely that one. Yeah. Right, so I'm just gonna quickly do this. I just want to test to see if this works. And I've got to do one. Did it not work? God damn it. Alright, let me just quickly put in these last... I can't remember, is there another game that I play modded? Apart from Horizon and Skyrim? I don't think there is. It may just only work... It may just only work for, It should work on Twitch as well. Let me see if I can sort it out on Restream. See if I... Well, I don't really like the bots on there, to be honest. It's a pain. It should technically work. No. It is what it is. Okay. Oh, wait, that's why. There we go. It's activated now. Well, if it is this one, then you can configure it as you like. I mean, you said... Oh, yeah, yeah. No, you're right. You can change that. I just didn't because I left... I mean, to be honest, I don't mind that horse attacking. It doesn't make sense, but if you want to make it immersive, yeah, you can do that if you want. It's on the MCM. Oh, yeah, that's actually true, isn't it? Convenient. Oh, yeah, there's also this as well. Carry my stuff horse. Equipment display. Okay. Weird. Oh, you can enable them. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, there you go. You can do that. You can, and convenient horses, you say? I can't remember where that is, if I'm honest. I just know there's this one. Disable Havoc. Why would I disable Havoc? Havoc is fine, usually. Campfire coin. Oh yeah, you can actually exchange coins as well, so there's that. Yeah, Baldur's Gate was actually modded as well. I actually need to sort that. It's probably not convenient horses, it's something else. Yeah, most likely. I thought that one was on there. But yeah, I'll sort out the Baldur's Gate one at some point. I still need to continue my playthrough of that. It's just that there's so many other games and I'm just like, I feel a bit burnt on Baldur's Gate 3. I know I started it the other time and I haven't really gotten around to playing it again. I know I definitely will though. Are you... Sorry, Lawson, or whatever your name is. So there's someone that I need to go and search for. There's someone that I need to search for, and I can't remember where she is. She's usually walking around here. But she's not right now. Let's go and check the tavern. She might be in the tavern.
Yes? Alright then.
But yeah, there's so many mods. There's so many mods that Nolvus has. Like, for example, I was just checking it not too long ago, and Nolvus had, I think so far it's about 2,065 mods.
Oh, did you need something?
What?
There's no better way to face the cold Skyrim nights than with a belly full
I'm a
of ale.
writer by trade.
I'll send someone
Not that the
over.
people of Skyrim do much reading.
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you found him. There's no stronger sword arm for hire in all Skyrim.
She doesn't seem to be up here.
You know about Talos? He founded the Empire.
Best not to walk the roads of Skyrim alone.
Alright.
My friend died. Things won't be the same without her.
Sure thing. It's yours.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
We
Enjoy
drink
your
to
stay.
our youth,
And don't break
to the
nothing.
days come and gone, for the age of oppression is now nearly done.
Na-na-na.
We'll
Da 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 da. Viola?
drive out the end.
Yeah, that's. I'm pretty sure that's the one. I'm pretty sure that's the one. One-handed. Let's get the two-handed up as well. Let's get the smithing up. Let's get our block up. Let's go over here. Yes.
Take back our home.
You know what else does look stupid to me in this game? There are some dungeons with
All hail to Ulfric!
closed
Let me know if
spaces.
there's anything else you need.
In your great honor, we.
What are you doing that for?
We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight.
I think it depends, right? Because Isn't there like one dungeon that is affected by magic? But yeah, no, I understand that. Some are closed spaces, some are not. It depends on which dungeons you go to.
I've been looking for you. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
What? She needs your help. You ran away. What are you talking about? How many freaking quests have they added into this game? I would love to know. Right, okay, I need to go and find Viola. And I think she's in the other district. She's usually around here. Is this one?
Need something?
Not you.
Alright.
He's usually around here.
Yes?
What can I do for you?
We're the children of Skyrim and we fight all our lives. When Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. I forgot how it goes. Why is that so catchy, man? It's such... The thing that I don't like about the way that they sing is in, like, certain intervals. And I think the way that they've done it is kind of weird. Not very, like... It's just not done in a good way. It's kind of like the way that they've done the dialogue. It's all like... It's like there's a few seconds between each and every speech, and it's like, bruh, you could have done way better here. Okay, I don't have a clue where Viola...
Need something?
Is this her?
You lost?
Oh, yeah.
The guards won't help. The people won't help.
Huh?
Woundfirth. But
This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
Right. So now I should be able to go straight to the, I should be able to go straight
Give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come.
He's a true Nord. He'll come round to it. Okay. So, let's see, shall we? With weapons or spells drawn, jump to return to the wearer's location 4 seconds earlier. Interesting. But I lost her. I don't remember how. So depending on what mods you have on, there's some mods where if they're not set as essential, they can die.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably... I bet. They haven't allowed necromancy. My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you.
For heaven's sake.
Strength and steel are well and good.
Okay, maybe I've got to go to Calixto. I think I've got to go to Calixto for the...
And let them die with their false kings.
I can't remember how this quest unfolds, man. So, if I remember correctly, we've now jumped from sorting out the peace treaty to now dealing with murders now. Okay, so I need to go to Calixto, show him the thingy, and then we should be able to go back to him and say, we found an amulet.
You lost? Welcome to the House of Curiosities. Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would, be interested in acquiring it. If you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold. Wurnfirth? Bah! It's purely ceremonial, and he has no use for it. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy. A most pleasant chat. Until the next.
Yeah, he dabbles in necromancy. I wonder who else. I wonder why you're trying to buy the amulet from me, you absolute dummy. But yeah, I remember that mod going back a few years ago. I don't know if it's still around.
Don't be so sure.
I know there's a mod where you can actually get a divorce, because what they didn't do in this game is give you the option to
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. I beg. They haven't allowed necromancy for... My what now? What exactly did this? I know it well. Or at least I've heard of it. That is the Necromancer's Amulet of legend. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this. Yeah. Calixto and his books are often confused about such matters. It happens to the best of us. I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From a Lordus of Last Seed until a Midas of Hearthfire, it will happen soon. Very soon. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next.
Yeah, so I know there's another way. Sorry to... I don't mean to spoil it if you haven't seen it already. I'm pretty sure most people already know.
With their false kings.
You can... There is a horrible ending to that if you do it wrong. And I accidentally did it the wrong way. So if you guys know what ending that is, well, it's not really ending, so to speak, but there is... I will say this. When it comes to... this game and different routes, I will say there are loads of different routes. When I mean different routes, there's different routes you can take for different things. And I didn't know this. Right, let's wait until night. Let's do about 10 hours.
Are you my gallant hero?
I'm glad
Have you come to whisk me away
I have
to a
something
life of
for you.
adventure
Here.
and romance?
Can you lot stop giving me stuff? Please, I beg you. None of you are literally married to me. Now stop it. I don't have a freaking lover, okay?
Hey, watch it!
Yeah. Yeah. Stay dead. I already knew it was you, you little creepy son of a gun. Thank you for fulfilling my my sword. I'm sorry you are burnt, but yeah, you lot.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Well, you can't. You're a god. I love how the guard just comes over, looks at the body, and just gets up and walks off. They're like, okay. You seem to know what you're doing. He tried creeping. He tried creeping and thinking, oh, they ain't gonna pay attention.
He'll come around.
I did.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting
Any
a
luck
great
finding
deal
the
of
butcher?
pressure on Whiterun.
Ismir's beard. The man was always a bit odd, but I wouldn't have expected. You've done the city a mighty service, friend. I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future.
You think
Thanks.
I need to
Travel
send
safe.
folk
Stay safe out there.
If by message you mean...
I believe that's a level up right there. Right, let's have a look. I'm gonna go with stamina.
Shoving a sword.
Excellent.
Da, 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 da. But yeah, I absolutely love this game. It's literally, I know I keep saying it every stream, but I can't stress this enough. It is literally one of my favorite games of all time, just because of the freedom. You know, you can literally roleplay anything that you want as long as you've got the mods to do so. And I'm going to be honest, like, you can change this game however you would like. You can literally shape this game to however you want. You can't change whether they give you...
Oh, pardon me.
Give
Was
you
I in
stuff
your way?
in mod menus. You probably can. You probably can. But I'm going to be honest. When you look at this mod menu... It's like... Okay. I don't know. Smart NPC potions. Skyrim reputation. Let's have a look. Statistics. Bandits killed. 80. Every game that has so much nature in it is very lovely. Yeah, I have to agree with that. See, for me, I put this up there with even Cyberpunk. Like, Cyberpunk and Skyrim are two of my most favorite games of all time. Like, I really love the fact that I hope that one day CD Projekt Red make the best Cyberpunk game out there. I'm gonna be honest, they already have, but I hope that they shoot. I hope that Cyberpunk Orion just blows everything out of the water. I was... Oh, Simplest Horses, that's what it's called. Unaggressive, it's not even supposed to attack. Simply Knock. There's so many different things that I don't even know. Lucian, I don't know. I don't think I've even got Lucian in my party. Immersive world encounters. So there's this, you got vanilla events. Immersive interactions. Immersive equipping, immersive spell learning, Hunterborn. There is so many different mods here. I'm gonna be honest. Follower perks, follower stats, follower tweaks. How do I... I wonder why it's off. I'm gonna leave it for now. Followers retreat, calm followers. Oh, maybe that's something I can actually use next time. I have no idea. I have no idea how gameplay learn notification. Oh wow, okay. This mod, bruh. So that's why they go off. I actually understand it now. But I'm pretty sure there's something inside that I can use. Deadly dragons. Dragons are deadly. That's another thing actually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like sit down and configure the mod menu or whatever.
Need something?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
You're good. But yeah, I've noticed that quite a lot of people have been coming
You've got
to my
that look in your eye again.
I have noticed that at the moment Skyrim is the most popular game on my channel right now. And I'm just like, hey, I have to appreciate it, man. I think it could also be to do with Nolvus as well. Nolvus does play, I'm gonna be honest, Nolvus does play a pretty big part in it was one of the mod collections that I was gonna use like a while ago, but I just didn't have the space because legit Nolvus has like interaction, maybe yeah, it could be. In fact, well, Nolvus has like, I don't know what it is, but well, actually I do. Nolvus is so big that it literally covers about 400 gigabytes of my SSD. And it's crazy. To say, create torches, they can create potions? They can create potions. It's very big. It is. It's one of the reasons why I was just like, okay, what I'm gonna do is as soon as I've got my new M2 SSD, 2 terabyte, I'll have a go at Nolvus, because I'm curious about it. A lot of people were telling me it's a really good, it's a really good but very big mod collection, and I was like, okay, that's fine. Experience. And yeah. Wait, what's this? What does this do? Okay. Follower framework. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what the regard system is. If I remember correctly, the... Oh, hold on. You have to turn it on the gameplay. Oh, you must have seen it more than... Oh, I see. Off. Because that, I'm gonna be honest, that is so annoying. Cheers. Cheers, Dandy. Yeah. I didn't even see that. I was just like, I'm wondering, what is that, man? Because they always gift me something. And it's, well, it's not quite OP, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't need it. Alright, come on, where are you? I know you're very far because... Much appreciated. I only have 220 mods and still struggle to install my very last mod, the city mod with, for Windhelm. I think what Nolvus does, and I'm going to be completely honest, it's pretty good because it's very stable. Like, I am going to be honest, I'm going to make sure I quick save. Because it does crash every now and again, but it crashes a lot less. Okay, I'm just gonna make my way. The horse will come when it comes. Or is that the horse over there? Yeah, there's my horse. Alright, you lot hop on your horses, let's go. But, yeah, I mean, I understand. I mean, I think, before I had around, say, 100 before, and I was just like, this is good for me. I'm like, this is good for me. But, at the same time, I was also looking at it from a different perspective as well, because here's the thing about having 2,000 mods. I think the way to do it, you have to package them into another plugin that allows where you can basically override the whole 255.
Or can anyone else? That's close enough.
Come on! I'm on fire! Enough! This ends now! I'll show you a real fight. Stendar while you can. It's nothing.
I'm glad my horse don't die, because otherwise that would have cost me even more money. But yeah, I just like the combat. The combat is pretty good. I know, I think I was speaking to another modder earlier while he was streaming. He was streaming Starfield. And he was basically saying he likes everything close to vanilla as possible. Mods I'm trying to make stable is called Windhelm, Capital Windhelm Overhaul, together with City Entrances Overhaul. They're kind of big. Yeah, so I think the problem that you're going to have there is, just before I talk about Shade, because Skyrim it struggles with, because it's not multi-threaded, it's very hard to spread those to other threads or cores. I believe it's threads. And because of that, that's why Skyrim is very it doesn't really handle very well being completely open. Now I understand why people would want, like, obviously more open cities and things like that. I also understand why it was made the way it was, because I mean, back when it was made, back in the day, multi-threaded wasn't really a thing. Multi-threaded applications wasn't really much of a thing back then, as it is now. You can use multiple threads now because we've got the CPUs capable of doing so, and they're a lot faster now, and they're going to get faster. I believe. In one of the other versions of Nolvus, you can actually use ray tracing inside of Skyrim, which is nuts. But I will say this: if you are using Reshade and you are struggling to run it, take off Reshade, because Reshade it doesn't handle performance very well, and a lot of people, like, there was something else that someone commented on one of my streams for Skyrim, and they told me to turn off Reshade. I was just like, I'll look into it. I looked into it and I turned off Reshade, and as you can see now, it just performs so much better. I was just like, why am I only getting like 30 frames? Reshade is definitely a problem. But yeah, a lot of these different places now look so much better. Like, there's places that I've been to and I'm just like, they've literally overhauled Skyrim. It just looks amazing. I mean, legit. And version 6 of Nolvus is also coming out. What the hell was that? The hell is up with that guy's head? Do I even have a disease right now? I don't think I do. Nope. Oh, hey, Dione, how's it going? Oh, yeah. Also, hey. I love that. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna go down here and then I'm gonna come up here. Destroy the bandit leader, and then what I'm gonna do is we're gonna make our way over to Solitude. Solitude shouldn't take too long. But yeah, I don't really like fast traveling now, just because I enjoy the exploration of Skyrim Starfield doesn't even have that. It's so disappointing, man. I hope Starfield does get better with the updates. I mean, it has been. I'm just waiting for the vehicle mod, not mod. I'm waiting for the vehicle update so I can actually travel across the stupid, like, the thing is, like, things like this, right, make sense. But when you're in Starfield and it's like, you're on like a moon or whatever, they released the creation kit for Starfield? Yeah, they did. They did. And I will say, there has been some, there's been a lot of progress with other mods that have been coming through from the creation kit. So, you will find much better mods that are going to happen from here on out. I've been trying to dabble into the creation kit myself because I'm curious about it. I believe V2, because I'm doing mod testing for V2 and its collection. It's this way that we have to go. So yeah, I've been doing. I never used the creation kit. Yeah, so the creation kit is basically an extension of the it's an extension of what's it called? It's an extension of the. Alright, you're paying for that.
You'll regret stuff. Prepare to die. You have a death wish?
Try for a drink.
Yeah, wait. Hogfish. What the hell is hogfish? Alright, let's go. So I think this is the camp. Oh, did they disarm me?
What was that?
Ha! Found this what you want?
You're disgraced.
But let's get back to it.
Let's get back to it. Really? Ebony ingot. I can get that to about 31. That's not too bad, you know. Wait, how much damage? 57. Did you install the mod that makes your horse transform into a beast? I'm gonna be honest. I'm not installing any more mods on top of Nolvus. Just because when it comes to Skyrim modding, you have to be really careful because it's very, like, from when I've modded Skyrim, it's very fragile. I can, for example, if I was to use, this is one thing that I like about Starfield right now. With Starfield, I am happy to add as many mods as I want because it's much, much more stable.
Did you hear that?
What
You're a fool! I did this!
You're outmatched.
I'll skin you alive!
Oh my god! I'm gonna be honest. It's a bit too big to be in here. So I'm gonna. Why did that spawn in here anyway?
Take me!
That it? That's your best?
No more! I yield! I yield!
Where is... By the way, I don't mean to cheat, but sometimes you have to. Like this. Like, why would you spawn this in a bloody cave? Do you know how big that thing is? Then again, I will say it just depends. It just depends on, They probably didn't think about how big bears are. And then again, it is organized bandits in Skyrim, so maybe I need to tweak that myself. Now it feels a lot less okay, which one of you is the leader? I need to find out. Yes, they are, but where did the bandit leader go? It ain't that one. And it sure as hell ain't her. Wait, it could be actually. No, it's not. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so by the way, one of the mods that I've got on here is, oh, what's it called? It's, it's that bounty board one. So, you can basically take, what you call it? You can take bandits as prisoners, and you can hand them into the guards of Whiterun. Something else that I like about this game with the mods.
Have you ever been to Darkwater Crossing?
Watch
Terrible
out.
name for such a beautiful place.
But what I also love about these mods is just look at the companions. Like, if they don't, if you jump on a horse, they'll also jump on their own horses, and it just makes it so that you don't see your other companions running along trying to catch up with you. I absolutely love that. I also love the fact that a lot of them now A lot of the companions that you can see on the road and stuff, you can also take them in. And the other thing as well that I absolutely love is that they can actually use magic. They can heal you. They can do all sorts of stuff. And they all have their own favorite classes that you can basically, as long as you know what you're doing, you can equip them with certain weapons. And that's something else that I really do like about this game. It's the same as Fallout 4. That's something else that I do like about Fallout 4 actually, is the same. I will say this as well actually. Every time Bethesda have done a romance system, it's gotten better and better. Now, people could say what they want about, yeah, okay, Starfield, there is only like 4 romanceable characters. Yeah, it's a lot less, but it's a lot better than Fallout 4 system. Then again, it's basically Fallout 4 system, but it's been improved upon. I just want to see Bethesda, instead of like, I think when they made Starfield, it's almost like they tried their best to make a big universe, and instead of figuring out that sometimes little is better, I think even then, if they like expanded upon those systems that they've made, I think that it would have been a much better game. That could have been Game of the Year. But I think to be honest, Starfield is about maybe 40% of what it should have been. There's some really cool ideas and cool systems that they've added. But it's what I say it's the same thing that I say as Dragon's Dogma 2. Good ideas, bad execution. Or just unfinished. But then again, every time I go back to Dragon's Dogma 2, my score lowers each and every time, because it's like that game was just so disappointing. Like, people will probably say my score, the score that I gave Dragon's Dogma 2 wasn't deserved, but look, I'm gonna be real. The story was absolutely trash. Oh, I'm just waiting for, you know what, I'm gonna save. I don't know why it's doing this. Do you know what I might do? I might just quickly reboot the game. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly reboot the game because it shouldn't be doing that. Plus, I did I did edit my CPU on the fly, so let me just wait for this again. But yeah, with Dragon's Dogma 2, the story, like, if people say that, if people have seen Starfield's story, yeah, it's not the best. It's far from the worst. It was disappointing, but Dragon's Dogma 2 is by far one of the like, it is down in the dumps, the same as I treat the Ubisoft Assassin's Creed stories. I still say, like, right now, Emil himself can't write himself out of a wet paper bag even if he tried. Like, his writing is bad, but Ubisoft is the same. They can't write a damn story to save their life. Not a good one anyway. Not one that is like, oh, okay, do you know what? This is actually looking to be really good. No. Odyssey was it was like, part of the writing was just like, bruh, it just falls apart. It's like, It's like they tried to do. It's like they tried to do a really nice burrito, but instead it's just a. It just falls apart as soon as you go to take a bite into it. Like, part of the story is it makes me slap my head and think, who the hell decided to write this game? The romance system in Assassin's Creed, I think Valhalla had a decent romance system. It was alright. It's very simple. It's very simple. It wasn't really anything wasn't anything serious. I'm just trying to think what other. I can't think of any other thing about Assassin's Creed that was really any decent. Even Dragon's Dogma 2, like, even trying to compare the two stories, it's like Dragon's Dogma 2 story, it falls apart the moment, like, someone said it falls apart halfway through. Nah, in my opinion, Dragon's Dogma 2 story fell apart the moment you get to the capital city. And even before, even after that as well, when you go to the back Patel, whatever you want to call it, it's like, yeah, do you know what? The environment looks cool, but everything else is just meh. The combat, the combat is mind-boggling in Dragon's Dogma 2. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, but the combat is fun. It's fun and frustrating as hell because the mages just go in like the fighter, and they go in and think that they can like do close combat damage or close quarter damage. I'm just like, you're supposed to be far away from the enemies and casting magic upon them. You shouldn't ever be you shouldn't ever need to go into a fight and they always die. Like, almost always. Oh wait, is that the claw? That is the claw. That is pretty sick. I love how the sword, I love the showing of the sword on the side. But yeah, it seems like it's fixed itself by doing that. But yeah, in any case, like I don't mean to shine like negative parts about certain games. I mean, I still had a bit of fun in Dragon's Dogma 2 and Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but it's just like, after a while, it's just, meh. It's just the same old, same old. Whereas, like, what I like about Skyrim, for me, is I can continuously play this. Like, the story isn't too bad. I don't mind the story of the Dragonborn. I think it's pretty cool. And for the time, it was pretty unique, in my opinion.
Come on.
Victory is yours.
What the hell was I given? That can go bye-bye. Alright, that doesn't weigh anything. That can go bye-bye. Yeah, Jesus.
Oh, this takes me back. Come on.
See, and what I like about these other mods as well in this game the color of the dragons also changed.
Enjoy your last breath.
That's the best you've got, is it?
On land. Land.
Draw my sword.
You'll die this day, dragon.
Land. Come on, fight me. Fight me! I'm here! Come on, kill me! I am here!
It may be dead now, but where did it come from? It's really dead then? I never believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Right, you know what I'm gonna do? I always do this to clear the I don't understand. What is wrong with your head? Does the other one have it as well? No, she don't.
I'm right behind you. Certainly. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
By the gods, I don't even know what to say.
Bow, that's what you said. Joking. Where's my goddamn horse? Yeah, just run into me, why don't you? Right, I need you to carry something for me, and it's all of these. We also need to give in those, thingamajigs. Okay. Let's go. Absolutely love the Nolvus collection. I can't wait for V6, man. Apparently it's even better, so I just have to take their word for it, and I hope that it's more optimized for especially like the 40 series. I mean, it should be. At some point I will be playing Nolvus on max stout settings if I can get my hands on a 5090. If I can get my hands on a 5090, I'm gonna be like, you know what, yeah. We're bowling. Which reminds me, actually, apparently I need to have a look at this, actually. Give me 1 second. Ryzen 7. This is interesting. So, what's the difference between a 5800 XT and X3D? Verse. If you're a gamer or content... Why didn't I wait for the 5800 XT? So that's another thing as well about the new CPUs that are coming out for AMD, is that they've got a new 5800 XT. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really want to be wasting my money on more CPU. I've already done it, and I don't know how much difference there will be. Okay, interesting. Alright. Here we go. Working my way downtown. I'm joking. Working our way to Solitude.
That takes care of that. That was a bit of fun, but let's get back to it.
That was a bit of fun, but let's get back to it. Nice. Whee! Alright, everyone on your horses. Go on, Galen. On your horse. Get on your horse. There you go. Alright, so. I still want to figure out how much money in 5800 XT is. Dragon Bridge. Let's go this way. Oh man, I didn't realize we needed to do a left anyway. They've added literally more villages in between different like points. So you got Dragon Reach, then there's a village not too far from us, and then like you go from there, and then it's like there's Roykstead. There's so many places that they've added. Like the guy who's been working on like the whole Nolvus mod collection, I think he's been at this for a long time.
Get me mad, and I'll prank you. And not a little, a lot.
Okay, dude. Get me mad, and I won't just prank you. Okay, do a save, just to be on the safe side, because it's just... I believe that was the loading. Okay. Apparently we can run even when we run out of stamina. I'm sorry. What was that? We visited several inns. One reported to be involved in the disappearance of several women. Some use aliases. They are not part of the list of missing women. They were sentenced to be sold as slaves to pay for their crimes. Do not disturb the men in charge of them. People who disobey will be prosecuted. Wait, what? Okay. Interesting. So they were sold to pay for their crimes? Okay. Didn't know that was a thing. I noticed that sign on a wall before, but I didn't pay much attention to it. I will say this though. I don't remember if anyone's played vanilla Skyrim. Was this statue
If
here
you want
before?
rumors, you should talk to
A
Corpus.
coin or two for a veteran? It's not much to ask.
He's just gonna sit over there. Nice.
You know you can afford a septim or two.
You look new. I'm new too. I think we could be friends.
Oh, just because you...
I've got a little work if you're interested, traveler.
I've got to get word to General Tullius.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause.
So,
Riften,
this
Dawnstar,
is where
and
the
Winterhold
dragon rests
support
its
him.
head, hmm? Doesn't
It's
seem
not
like
a
much to
cause.
me.
It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another... with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir.
By holding on to Falkreath, we control access to the Reach, Whiterun, and the Rift. Ulfric will try for it soon. We'll be there to stop him. The Greybeards? What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons. I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all reports, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as much as we are from these dragon attacks.
You are very stupid. This is one of the reasons why I would actually want to slap him upside the head. He's actually stupid.
Fair enough. We're driving the Stormcloaks back well enough at the moment, but we're already overstretched. That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of legions. If the Emperor would just give me the reinforcements I've requested. Most of the Legion is tied down on the border with the Aldmeri Dominion. The Emperor can't afford to risk weakening Cyrodiil's defenses. From the Imperial City, our war here is just a sideshow. An interlude before the main event against the Thalmor resumes. Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do.
Thank you. I personally think that General Tullius is probably the worst kind of guy you want trying to quell a rebellion.
Spiced wine to warm the blood.
The freshest in Skyrim.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
I'm too busy.
You know you can afford a septim or two.
Ugh. Jesus, sorry. I will say, one thing that I really do appreciate about the Imperials is that well, number one, they tried to keep order. But the other thing as well is that I'm just trying to look at I'm trying to look at this from both sides, and like the Imperials do some good things, but then at the same time they also do some bad things. Like for instance, when you win the Civil War as an Imperial, the issue that tends to arise is that more of the Nords get captured for worshipping Talos. The other side of this is, if you look at Markov, there's a lot of corruption in Markov. Now, we could say the same. We could say the same about Riften, right? Riften is full of corruption as well, but Riften's always been full of corruption, from what I know, especially of Elder Scrolls Online. Now I'm gonna be honest. When I look at this war, I see it as stupid because they're both trying to fight each other, and it's about the Throne War. Now, I understand Ulfric because he's saying, why did he fight? Knowing that. And I think, to be honest, I think a good starting point for this game could have been from the war.
Incoming.
Oh no, you don't.
But let's get back to it.
Just to understand. Now, they say that both sides of the Great War have lost a lot of people on either side. And now we've got a civil war.
Yeah! I'll try and make that quick.
Take that.
That's the last of them.
Eyes on, we've got company.
I have to admit, I'm disappointed.
But yeah, I can see why to a degree, the Imperials would have surrendered, or why the Imperial army would have surrendered, because if they didn't, they would have lost even more. And the problem is that the Thalmor are kind of killing them from the inside. The other side of this coin would be, I've seen this argument a lot as well when it comes to the Stormcloaks versus the Thalmor. They're like, yeah, but, you know, if the Stormcloaks won, they would have to defend themselves from the Thalmor. And would they win? I'm going to be honest. The Stormcloaks would actually have the upper hand. And people might be like, what do you mean? They don't have a bigger army than... It's not about numbers, my friend. It's not normally about numbers. It's about... When you're on home turf, defense is harder to break. Usually. If you're used to the terrain, it's like, for example, if you know the terrain around you, right? For example, let's say you have a fort, right? You know where your fort is, and you know there's an army that's gonna come after, right? And they could have a bigger army than you. But here's the thing. It's all about tactics and understanding that just because you have more people doesn't necessarily mean you always win. Now, let's also throw into the mix that the Dragonborn is going to be there. The Dragonborn. Now, let's be honest. The Dragonborn took on... Let's go from this point of view that the Dragonborn's beaten everyone, yeah? Let's say that, you know, we've completed the game completely. The Dragonborn has beaten not only Alduin. Not only did he beat Alduin, he also beat the other Dragonborn. He also beat... Or... The Dragonborn, it doesn't matter if it's a he or she, has beaten nearly everyone. Even one of the most... well, I wouldn't even say technically, but the Dragonborn, if he wanted to, could possibly... Actually, I don't know. That might be an interesting fight between him and Hermaeus. Or between Dragonborn and Hermaeus. That one might be a different one. But the Dragonborn is a lot tougher than what people make out. The Dragonborn is, right? Even though the Dragonborn can be killed the same way as a normal person, yes. But the skills that the Dragonborn would have had, the shouts that the Dragonborn would have had, the magic, pretty much everything. The Thalmor does not have anything against the Dragonborn, and I'm going to be honest there, the Thalmor army, I reckon, I mean, they could use, for example, wards and stuff like that, but what if the Dragonborn decided to, well then again it would take a long time for anyone to learn the Duum, the way of the voice, right?
What now? Fight well.
I'm just trying to think. I mean, even so, I'd still say that the Dragonborn would beat. I'd still say that Stormcloaks with Dragonborn would smash the Thalmor Legion. I wouldn't say easily. People would be lost, but with the Dragonborn, and if they come with the boats, But that would be even more stupid. That would be so dumb. And let's just say, here's another thing. The Dragonborn wouldn't just have the Dragonborn himself, or it themselves. We do also know that the Dragonborn is able to tame dragons as well. The Thalmor would struggle against dragons. Let's just be completely honest about that one. They would get wrecked. And actually, coming to think of it, it could be an easy whitewash. It could be an easy whitewash. If the Dragonborn is able to tame multiple dragons at once. And I think they probably could. Because let's also say that, again, the Dragonborn would be of a higher level. So most of the dragons would follow him. And Parthenax. You really think that the Thalmor is gonna somehow... They don't know how to deal with dragons.
Found you, I did! Numenor says he wants someone, Lavados finds them. And here you are. Heroes always wandering around, easy to find. Good thing, because she's in danger.
Please slow down, who's in danger?
Who does it matter? What does it matter? You're a hero. You look the type. It's what you do. Someone's in danger. All my friends are in danger. Will be in danger. Whichever. You find the danger, you stop the danger, you get treasure. Simple, easy. Not really, though. Someone always wants you to fetch something random.
Wait, what's this? Velvet payment. Oh, right. Sorry, that's a Reddit post. So I'm gonna sit like this for a minute, 'cause my legs... I'm probably gonna get up in a minute anyway, because I need to get a bottle of water. There we go. I think I understand. You want me to save you and your friends?
Yes! No. Maybe. Hard to explain. Not my area. Too broken. Too many mechanisms, mostly unmoving. Can take you down, though. Introduce you to the team. Let them explain. They love explaining. Two? Not two. Down, deep down. Low as you can go. Can't expect a chronographer to operate any other way, can you? Have to go down no other way. Could use a gate, but I broke that. No,
crazy.
Your way is Stonehole Mine. Nice place. Has a contingency. It's right there on your little map. Very nice map, too. But I talk too much. Go to Stonehole Mine. Go deep. Find the way to our little town. Take me with you. Follow? No, take me with you. What you see isn't what I am. Let me shut down. You take what glows from this husk. Take me deep down, and we'll see where that leads us.
You want me to take something from you?
Yes, perfect. Not really. Not from me. Just take the part that glows. You'll see.
Bye. We'll come back for him later. Let me just power down. Nah, you can stay there for a bit. I've got places to be, things to do, people to save.
Breathe now in royalty and reshape this land with pride.
I gotta go all the way to High Hrothgar. But first I want to get the money for this head. Where is he? Berengar.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
Nice.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Right, sorry, give me 1 second. I just want to quickly check something. Oh yeah. I just remembered I gotta sort out oh man. By the way, I don't know how to get Lydia. If you're wondering why I haven't got Lydia yet, yeah, I don't know how.
The future of Skyrim!
The future of Skyrim!
Real! And there it is, friends! The ultimate...
The future of Skyrim. You're right there, mate. I don't want to take it yet because his voice is so irritating. And I don't want to hear that going off while I'm trying to negotiate peace. So, that can wait. Alright, so we're gonna make our way towards High Hrothgar now. Why is that red? Did someone die and bleed into the river? Or is that just... It's probably just a weird lighting issue, maybe. I don't know. Alright, let's go. So, wow. I've noticed there was, oh yeah, so something I was going to talk about earlier, which I completely forgot about. So I was talking to one of the modders for Starfield and Skyrim, and he said he likes,
I trespassing here. You'd better clear out.
he said he prefers Skyrim mods to be as close to vanilla as possible. I am gonna be honest, like, when people talk about like Dark Souls, Sekiro and all of this, those mechanics don't really work well inside of Skyrim, if I'm honest. Like, I've seen people do that kind of stuff. I will say Skyrim did deserve, like, it did need some kind of like dodge system. Oh yeah. Let me go and see about this claw real quick. I didn't even know that. You did?
The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store.
Yeah.
An ornament. So I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister. Thank you so much for taking care of those.
Of course.
I'd like to buy your business. 4,640 gold. Nah. I'm sorry, dude. I don't want to buy your business. I mean, I would probably make some money, right? I'd probably make some kind of money, but... Wouldn't make an awful lot. Alright. Now straight ahead. This way. This is a very long way to get to Iverstead. Well, it's not really that long, to be honest. It's quicker than the other way around. I believe it's up here. Yeah, we just continue straight down. But yeah, so we're gonna do this peace treaty. Oh no, please no. When was the last time I saved? When was the last time I saved? This is what I mean by crashing, and you really need to know when to save and when to yeah. God damn it. Oh, we gotta make our way there again, bruh. Ugh. Maybe it's a good time now to wait until it loads. Project Tamriel. You know what? I've seen this stupid thing going about. I remember talking to someone about Power World, and they were like, "Oh, I was just waiting to see if Nintendo was going to shut them down." I'm like, they would have shut them down a long... Bro, people don't understand. And they were still saying this like a good couple of months ago, and I'm like, dude, if Nintendo wanted to sue Power World, the devs of Power World, they would have done it a long time ago. Do you know how long this game has been a thing for? They would have got sued before it even came out. You know who did actually get a season or well, not a DMCA or whatever claim? You know who did? People who were doing mods for Power World and putting Pokemon in it. Do you know why they did that, by the way? Because they were selling it. It was behind a paywall. And people were like, oh no, they got done because they put... No, they got done because they put it behind the paywall. If you are doing mods, yeah, and it's copywritten, you're not allowed to make money off it. It's like, dude, that would be like me going, I'm gonna do a Star Wars mod, and I'm gonna put it behind a paywall. I would be the biggest dumbass on the planet. I'll be setting I would be putting a target on my actually, I'll be putting a target on my head and say, and it would have a massive sign and say, "Come get me." Dude, you're allowed to do mods, but they have to be for free. Do you know why? GTA 5 has the Pokemon Go mod on it. Did Nintendo go after that moderator? Did they go after that mod? No, they didn't. So please. They ain't coming after... They ain't going after people just because it's Pokemon. They're going after you because you're making money off their work. And by the way, with Power World, why are they... I've said this before, like, while I was streaming it, someone was like, oh, you watch, it's gonna get taken down by Nintendo. I was just like, no, it would have got done a long damn time ago. Yes, Nintendo is very well known to go to court over stuff like that, yes. But even they know.
I'm warning close you. Enough.
Back off.
Even they know.
That's close enough.
Back off.
Never should have come here.
You're gonna feel
Ooh, lets himself get surrounded.
That actually hurt.
You lost? All right then.
That actually hurt. Well. Alright, let's go. We've got to go to White Warren again, hand in the bandit, and... and then go to Riverwood, hand in the claw, then we can go straight to thingy. What I'm gonna do though. There we go. I could have gone the other way, to be honest, but it is what it is. But yeah, Power World is enjoyable, don't get me wrong. Wait, I can't remember when is Power World releasing that update? That is gonna add like way more to it. I can't even remember. I enjoy playing Power World, but I just got burnt out. The problem with survival games is, after a certain amount of time, it just gets boring. And I didn't really get that far into it. as much as other people. I've seen other people getting all the like the legendaries and stuff, and I was just like, I just couldn't be bothered. I just couldn't be bothered. Alright, so now that we got Ulfric and General Tullius to agree to a peace treaty. This is gonna be a long ride. A long ride indeed. Wait, how far are we now? We just gotta do a left. It's so funny how I've run out of horse stamina and I can still keep going. Wood! Oh, that would be sick. Can I use that on the horse? Come on. Come on. I can't. Oh. Words. I might try and like journey forth and try and find more words of power. And then that way, each time I kill a dragon, I can gain more words and stuff. Go, 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 go. Do a massive left. After this stop, we go straight to Riverwood, hand in the claw. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save it here. That way if we crash again, we actually come straight here. And not all the way back over the other direction. But yeah, I'm looking forward to... No.
Heroes are always wandering around, easy to find.
I'm sorry, dude. You'll have to wait another time. I'm kind of just trying to rush this because I want to get to...
You walked among us, great Talos.
I want to get to Riverwood. Get to Riverwood, and in the claw, then go straight to High Hrothgar.
One of the new servants? Remember that I like my meat rare.
Good to know, because now I'll burn it. The hell are you doing? Oh yeah. Let me go and see if that mod is off. Give me a let me go and see if that thingy is off. The gameplay. Bruh. Oh, that's regard. Oh wait.
I serve your... Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Nice. Let's go. Let's go.
Embrace the word of mighty Dalos.
Lady, could you spare a coin?
What do you want?
Fit for a Jarl.
Oh, wait.
All right then.
No.
Heroes are always wandering around, easy to find.
I'm gone now. You can't find me anymore. Bye. Yeah, so there you go. Now...
Found you, I... Heroes are always wandering around, easy to find. Good thing, because
Good
she's
riddance.
in danger.
Imagine if he starts chasing me all across Skyrim now. I will be annoyed. Right, next stop, Riverwood. Right. Oh wait, we can go a little bit further. Let me just do this real quick. Oh, Bitcraft.
The Riverwood Trader is an ornament. I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
One thing everyone can agree on. This...
Right, now I can save. Go. Go. Now to High Hrothgar. Once again. If it crashes this time, I'm just gonna fast travel. But yeah, I can't lie, I enjoy a good raid. I I'm just trying to think now, so... What's next? Once we, once we've negotiated a peace, we've then got to go back all the way to Whiterun, capture the dragon, but I'll probably leave that for the beginning of the next one. Just because I think it'll be a more interesting beginning. I'll probably fast travel as well. Or I might even just travel there that way. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. When we get to Iverstead, I'll save again. Da, 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 da. Nothing dangerous so far. Smacked my head on the bridge, on the wall. That would be a nice way to go, wouldn't it? Alright, so there should be a path on the left somewhere. Right there. We do a left. We've been sprinting for ages. Alright. Oh yeah, by the way, this blade changes depending on the time of day. So if it's at night, it turns to ice damage, and if it's during the day, it's fire damage. Very cool addition. I actually like that idea. Cool concept, blade. Only thing is, I mean, what I like as well is it doesn't go down. So hold on, it's got something about creatures. So, after killing 12 creatures, absorbs 5 health point of health or magicka. So it... Okay. Okay. this is going to be interesting because I'm not even sure how fighting Alduin is going to be in this, with this type of leveling system. I'm already level 21, so I should. I think as long as I can get my 1 and 2 handed level and my armor, light armor, to like maybe around 50, I should be able to beat Alduin. I should be able to beat him. But that's not going to be until another few streams. Because even, well, to be honest, we might be able to do it next stream. We might be able to get Alduin next stream. And then once we've defeated Alduin, then we should be able to do the Dragon Ball DLC, you know? And that's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds. Look at Esben and Delphine. They're like, we've travelled far and wide to see this.
So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Yes. Which is why I allowed this violation of all our traditions. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
I want to see how this unfolds.
So, Arngeir, is it?
Hold on.
You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You are not invited here. You are not welcome here.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
Were you? The hubris of the Blades truly knows no bounds.
If it were up to you, the Dragonborn would sit dreaming on this mountain doing nothing.
Delphine, we're not here to rehearse old grudges. The matter at hand is urgent. Alduin must be stopped. You wouldn't have called this council if you didn't agree. We know a great deal about the situation and the threat that Alduin poses to us all. You need us here if you want this council to succeed.
Very well. You may enter.
Can... I mean, the fact that literally the Delphine and Esben don't like the Greybeards, and the Greybeards don't like them. And we've got two others that are conflicting as well. Like Ulfric and Tullius.
And so we meet again. But this time I know who and what you really are.
I must say.
I'm glad I finally got a chance to see this place.
Why delay? Please, take your seat so that we can begin. Now that everyone is here, please take your...
I should have really saved
seats
it
so we
that.
can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Diplomat.
Here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard. The nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that. Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do. Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around.
Oh, right. I'm gonna be honest. So, we could agree and say that she needs to go anyway. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't... Like, her being there... Like, she doesn't really need to be there. And... Oh... He'll have to give ground later. Yeah. I'm gonna say, let's try and be fair, right? Let her stay, but he's gonna have to give ground later, right? Because at the end of the day, we have to be fair. Let's try and be as neutral as possible.
Said.
Very well, Ulfric. Enjoy your petty victory. The Thalmor will treat with whatever government rules Skyrim. We would not think of interfering in your civil war.
Oh, never mind.
Skyrim will never bow to the Thalmor. Unlike your Imperial friends here.
You're lucky I respect the Greybeard's counsel, Galmar.
Legate, we represent the Emperor here.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be
We're
able
here
to
to
resist.
arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is
handle
outrageous.
this.
You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hoped to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely
What would the
out of
Empire
character.
want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. you are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth.
Winterhold?
In exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim's silver. Hardly. Riften seems like a better choice to me. Well fortified, easily resupplied from across Lake Honric, plus all the mead we can drink.
Alright, fine, Riften.
I'm glad you agree. I was starting to wonder whose side you were on.
I'm not on any side.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk of good faith.
You disappoint me, Dragonborn. I accepted your invitation on trust in your good name. But it seems you intend to favor Ulfric.
You asked for
I can
frickin'
see now that
Riften!
this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with a new demand. You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands for your own selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me, and I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
Swords, bones, where will these demands end?
I'm listening.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for
This is
your
our
butchery.
homeland, Tullius. All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
Okay, right. The reason why I'm pausing it here real quick is because I want to understand something. They just claimed they want compensation for what happened at Karthwasten, right? I want to research this. What happened? I think that's. During the Civil War, the Stormcloaks allegedly committed a massacre in Karthwasten, a mining town in Skyrim. The Imperial Legion later demanded compensation. Well, that's what we're going through now. The exact timing of the massacre is unclear, but is believed to have occurred sometime during the beginning of the rebellion, likely around the events of the Great War and the Forsworn Uprising. Ulfric Stormcloak, the leader of the Stormcloaks, took his forces into the Reach and put down the Forsworn rebellion by force. The Forsworn will tell you about this event in Sidna Mine if you are a Markarth criminal. The massacre was likely a Nords versus Reachment event, and it is unlikely to have been mentioned during the Hrothgar Peace Summit. as it would have been a sensitive topic between the Stormcloaks and the Imperials. I'm going to be honest, right? We can say right now that technically speaking, why are we arguing about that? Because I'm going to be honest, the Reachmen are very freaking dangerous, yeah? They're also cannibals. So, Markarth is a city, right? And we could argue that that could have been the Reachmen's... People would argue that, yeah, that's technically their own people, but not really, because they're cannibals and they resort to other... Technically, it's illegal, right? Surely they could see this, and it's completely different. It's got nothing to do with this war. I think they're just slamming out claims here without any proof whatsoever. Though I will say, when you do go into the mines, you do find out that they have said that the Stormcloaks took over and basically claimed Markarth as their own. And the Forsworn King did say... But the thing is, he committed crimes as well, dudes! He committed crimes! You're saying that these are the people of Skyrim, they're the Forsworn, that I'm going to be honest, they're off their fucking... They're off their rockers, man! This is like saying... Oh, you destroyed the bandits. We want compensation for that. Why are you claiming compensation for this when it's not even your people that you're trying to fight for, dude? It's the Reachmen. Which, again, they're a bunch of freaking cannibals, dude. Like, if anyone's ever fought the Forsworn, they're freaking dangerous, man. And Markarth is a town. Most people don't even... This is what I mean by the Imperials are also stupid, bro. They don't have a brain. And I'm not saying the story is bad, I'm just saying they... I'm sorry, Legate, but you're very stupid. You do understand who's in prison in Markarth. And you do understand that there's corruption in Markarth that technically you've controlled. Technically, the Stormcloak should ask for compensation because people are dying over there by technically the guy that's in prison. I'm sorry. Your claim makes fuck all sense here. Your claim can get the hell out of here. Nope. Nope.
So, Dragonborn.
I don't mean to be biased on this, but it is a sensitive thing. But why should Ulfric compensate for killing cannibals, dude? It's a town. You're dumb. No. Who's to say what happened? Yeah, who's to say? No one actually knows. There's no evidence here, dude. Get out with that claim.
I should have known better than to expect you to give us a fair hearing. Once again, the Empire takes the blame for the crimes of others. You know I can't agree to these terms. The Emperor would repudiate this treaty and I would be recalled.
You see what talking to them gets us?
It sounds like a
I'm listening.
We want the Pale returned to Imperial control. The traitor Skull the Elder will be replaced with a more loyal candidate.
What next, Talius? Shall I just hand over all of Skyrim?
I guess I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide, although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. So, Dragonborn...
What do you mean?
What do you say?
You've asked... General Tullius, I did as you asked. You asked for Riften. I said, okay. Markarth for Riften. And now you want him to... You threw out a claim that he somehow killed a bunch of cannibals and he should compensate for killing people who are also killing other people, killing innocent people. You've got a screw loose and you're saying that I'm unfair, dude. Maybe you should read or try and figure out what actually happened at Calf Waston before coming and saying that I'm unfair, dude. I'm not trying to be funny. A bunch of cannibals aren't exactly, aren't exactly innocent people here. Like, if we actually look into the Reachmen, so Skyrim, who were the, Reachmen, yeah? The Reachmen are believed to have originated from the mixing of men and mer in the Western Reach. They have a complex ancestry with influences from Bretons, Elves, so they're not even Nords. They're basically a tribal culture. But the thing is, we have to be honest as well, that if it's true the Reachmen... Okay, so the Reachmen have a tribal culture, scattered throughout the Reach. They're known for their use of hedge magic, which they learnt from the Orcs. Reachmen are also skilled in alchemy and craftsmanship, using materials like dwarven metal, silver, ebony, malachite to create their goods. So they used to trade, I'm guessing. So relations with other factions. The Reachmen have a complex history with other factions in Tamriel. They have traded and fought with the Nords, Bretons, and Orcs, and have been influenced by... The Reachmen have also known to work various Daedric princes, including Hircine, Molag Bal, and Amira. This, to me, screams it's kind of... Okay, fair enough. It's complicated. It's very complicated. But either way, the Reachmen aren't... Dude. And you're claiming that these guys are fighting for the Reachmen. Are you stupid? Like, the Imperials have to understand what they're actually saying and spouting. And plus, the conversation that I heard, especially with, and this is the thing, so there's two sides to this, and we could see that Ulfric could have been a traitor, but at the same time, how was he a traitor at the same time? He was captured by the Thalmor. And, I mean, there's so many different theories about this, but... Look, I'm gonna be honest. I was presented these things, and I'm just coming up with... I mean, technically speaking... I know, technically speaking... If we're gonna be role-playing, which I'm kind of not... I'm just coming from this at a logical standpoint right now. But... Look, I'll be honest. Ulfric himself is a bit of an idiot as well, because he claimed he wanted Markov. He started this whole stupid thing, so yeah, okay. Fair enough. We'll give Ulfric should turn over the pen. Yeah. Let's be fair on that. Let's be fair on that. Ulfric wanted some land. He's given it, and in return for... So, for Markov, he's given Riften. I'm just trying to be as fair as possible here. Even though we've kicked out the frickin' Thalmor, which I'm not trying to be funny. They didn't need to be here. They're very stupid anyway. But either way, that stupid claim of Ulfric should have compensated. What is he to compensate over? Like, bro, if you understand the Reachmen, they're not even Nords. They fought with Nords, Bretons, and Orcs, and they have been known to worship various Daedric princes. Like, you do know who you're talking about here. Again, technically, it's a bunch of cannibals that do dark magic, and even though it's a complex group, fair enough, there's probably some Forsworn that are, I don't know, maybe some of them are better than others, but most of them just attack you just for treading in their territory. So okay, so from them saying about the compensation at Coffin Waston, then I should have to compensate for killing a load of Forsworn that tried to attack me. Then, yeah, fuck off. You can get the fuck out of that. Get the fuck out with that shit. All right.
I knew I could count on you. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it Colovian brandy. These terms are still not acceptable.
Damn imperial arrogance.
Dude.
I'm listening.
Never mind. I can see that these are the best terms we'll get from this council.
What the
So be it. The Empire at least puts the greater good above our own interests.
It seems we may have an agreement.
Finally.
Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thungvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. The Pale will be turned over to the Empire. Brinna Merilis will assume the Jarlship in Dawnstar.
You
both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. These terms blatantly favor the rebels. Everyone here knows that. But the Empire will accept them until the Dragon Menace is dealt with.
You're
After that,
actually so
Ulfric,
dumb.
there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Galmar.
He's given up 2 locations to your
Giving
one.
up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgruuf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan?
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
I believe I can be of help here. I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be. He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon. After your victory over Alduin, I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call.
So what's the address?
Indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here, in this scroll. Od Ving, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
There's one more thing. We know about Parthenos.
Yeah.
There's one more thing. We know about Parthenac. That's fine. We needed his help. Now we don't. And it's long past time for him to pay for his crimes. And he's not just any dragon. He was the right hand of Alduin. He committed atrocities so infamous they are still remembered thousands of years later. He needs to die. He deserves to die. And it falls to you to kill him. Until he's dead. Well, I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as blades if we continued to help you. Make your choice, Dragonborn. Here's the big picture. We can't afford to give Parthenax the opportunity to betray us in turn, and return to his old master.
Fucking pathetic. You're also pathetic as well, Delphi. Fucking Parthenax is worth.
I don't know why you gave Ulfric so much.
What
that
the
murderer
fuck?
will never rule Skyrim.
Look, guys. Ulfric gave up Riften for Markarth. And he's also given up this place. Yeah, this place. He's lost this place and this place to the Legion. What do you mean? You're not happy that you got 2 places compared to his 1? You even asked for Riften, my guy. Oh, but you should have paid for it. Do you know what? I'm actually starting to hate the fucking Imperials. Get the fuck out of here with your bullshit. No, dude. Oh, so you wanted him to answer for killing cannibals? Oh no! Ulfric killed a bunch of cannibals that worships Bulag Bao and all of this. What? Excuse me, dudes. Okay, maybe we should introduce the reintroduce the problems that you know that happened in Oblivion. Shall we just reintroduce that as well and you know say, well guys, basically the Stormcloak should pay for that as well. Fuck off. I don't want to come across as like a Stormcloak fanboy, but look, I ain't even trying to be funny. I was actually trying to be fair. But trying to claim that somehow we should let the Stormcloaks pay for killing a bunch of like that's equivalent to saying that any time some bandits die, they should also go to prison for that as well. Fuck off. Get lost, dude. Yeah, they might have a society or whatever that benefits them. It does not benefit the many, does it? Like, there might be a bandit town, but if someone decides to go and clean them up, who cares, dudes? They worship, and I guess you could say, oh, but you're stereotyping. Yeah, look, I ain't trying to be funny, yeah, but a lot of the times, those Forsworn have attacked me. Why do I give a shit? Like, to me, what the Imperials were trying to ask for, it's almost equivalent. Look, I'm just going to say this. General Tullius, go to the Reach. And go and tell me they're the same people that you're trying to defend as well. Yeah? Oh wait, of course. When the Imperials take over, there's 2 points of there's 2 places that are full of corruption. Markarth and Riften. Why is that? Oh, well, who else is in charge of most of the corruption that is going to happen in town now? Maven Blackrock. You really want... Oh, she supports the Empire, that's why we want her. Yeah, that's because she supports all your bullshit. and all of the corruption inside of Riften is gonna go. You basically, what's just happened now is they entered a room with a piece of turd in their hand and they started to clap it everywhere. That's basically what's just happened. That's one of the reasons why I actually team up with the Stormcloaks, because, to be honest, when you team up with the Stormcloaks, there's barely any corruption. I mean, okay, fair enough, in Windhelm, there is the problem with, you know, but I mean, that's just a society thing. It's the Nords being very biased. But at the same time, Ulfric did allow them to come into the city and still live. Considering what happened to their hometown, you kind of have to look at things from both ways. And can you really blame Ulfric when, you know, yeah, there's so many things that is like, yeah, Ulfric is technically a self-important bastard at the same time, but the Imperials are no better, really. And I still can't get over the fact that they tried to say, oh yeah, you need to pay for these crimes against your own people. They clearly don't know their own fucking history. It's like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to claim all that bullshit. No, man. If you're trying to claim this, and I'm gonna be honest, maybe you should have come to the table with some proof and evidence. Okay, I will say this. If it's true that he went over to this town and completely obliterated it, and it was actually full of innocent people, fine. I'll say, okay, yeah, he will need to compensate for that. But when you read up on the Reachmen, are they really at all innocent? You kind of have to ask these questions, man. I kind of wish that they added more, like, dialogue there. So you can, like, kind of push back and actually ask them what actually happened. Because we can't just throw these claims around and say that this is true. Because it's like, yeah, it might have been a society, but, bruh, it's the same as the Dark Brotherhood. If I go and wipe out the Dark Brotherhood, should I have to pay for their death? After the fact that they've killed other people because they got paid to do so? Why should anyone have to pay for that? If they decided to kidnap me, I've got every right to Fusradar them across the frickin' entire floor and absolutely obliterate them for kidnapping me out in, like, from sleeping, dude. You don't kidnap a Dragonborn and think that somehow we're all friends. Get the fuck out of here. No, man. And then they think that I'm biased. You know what? I've been chatting absolute crap all down that mountain about the Imperials. But I'm not trying to be funny. Am I wrong? Like, from what I've seen of the Reachmen, they just seem like a bunch of cannibals. Why does anyone give a fuck about them? I think that's something else that I actually said as well, is Tullius is willing to lie about the other side as well, because he was saying, oh, well, feel free to embellish on whatever was going to be put in that note. So it's like, dude, if you're going to war and you're trying to convince me that they did this, but you said right in front of me that you're willing to embellish and basically over-exaggerate the other side. Of course I'm going to go the other side. And if we have a look at the actual story as it plays out, you then want me to be like neutral or non-biased, knowing that you was gonna literally kill us because we crossed the border. You want me to join your side after the fact that you show me the bad side of the Empire. There's the door, my friend. Get lost. Fuck off. Nah, mate. Nah. That's not how I play. That's not how I play. Naughty Imperials. You have to pay for your own stupidity. So does Ulfric.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Welcome to the Villamere Inn. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
No,
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Stay out of my room, please. If you come in, I'll slap you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, good. Good boy. Stay there. I already know the right way to my room. Slept here before. Many times. Right. Tullius has a line if you ask him about what happens after you defeat Ulfric. He says something about dealing with the Falmor, but to keep it between you two. Yeah, maybe, but at the same time, it's like... I don't really like... Just the way Tullius handles himself, I'm like, yeah, do you know what, dude? You're kind of a dick. They're both dickheads in my opinion. They're both very stupid. But I'd rather go for someone who technically didn't need to lie about the other side. And while I will say this, to be completely neutral, also Tullius has Dr. Mitchell's voice actor, so that's fair enough. I'm not siding with him because he's a dickhead. And just because of that shitty claim that they threw. That crap claim about, oh, they should pay for the incident at Cough Waston. Okay. So at that point, then maybe the Empire should also pay for sending me to attack some bandits, because they're the same people that they're fighting for, technically, because they're also Nords, mixed with some other people as well. But here's the other thing. A character is only as smart as the writer. Well, that's true. But I'm only going on the writing, right? So, I'm going to be honest. From what I've read up about Hammerfell, Hammerfell got rid of the Empire a long time ago. And they have been fine. They have fought the Falmor, and they... To be honest, I said this before and I'll say it again. Hammerfell, if it is true that they held their own against the Falmor, it is because of the terrain. They know their terrain. They know what they've got. And I'm gonna be honest. It's the same as if they were to try and fight... If they were to fight Skyrim, right? What we also forget... What some people have also forgot is... And we can use this... No matter whose side the Dragonborn is on, even if the Stormcloaks win against the Imperials, and the Falmor tried to go into war with Skyrim, they will lose. There is no shadow of doubt in my mind that the Falmor would lose. Why? Not only can the Dragonborn tame dragons, the dragons are also the Falmor's weakness. because they've been trying to find out who's dealing with the dragons. They can't deal with the dragons. So, and if they're gonna come by boat, they're gonna find that the stupid way, because guess what? Their boats are made of wood. So all that's gonna happen is the dragons are just gonna literally rain down fire upon their boats and completely dismantle their way of getting around and trying to come by boat. Very stupid idea if they were to try that. The only other way is on ground, and again, a dragon with a dragon army, with the Dragonborn, you really think that the Thalmor are going to really attempt. Not to mention, even on ground, all the Dragonborn has to do, and if they've got like, I don't know how many other people they have, all the Dragonborn has to do, through Svidar, their army is everywhere. And especially with the terrain, depending on where they try to fight them, they could get flown off a cliff, they could get flown off a freaking... Depending on how bad the terrain is, it'd be a very stupid idea to go into war with Skyrim, knowing that they're going to be weak. When the Imperial... I think, to be honest, the Imperial should have just been like, well, okay, if Skyrim want their independence, let them have their independence. Because then that means the Thalmor are going to have to fight on all sorts of fronts, and they're going to lose. And I will still say, the Dragonborn will completely fuck up the Thalmor. Even on their own. Because, again, like, people kind of, even though, yes, the Dragonborn is pretty much like a standard human being, they have the skills very similar to characters like Dante from Devil May Cry. And I'm going to be honest, if you have a character similar to Dante from Devil May Cry, or even Virgil from that matter, which, by the way, the Dragonborn has multiple different powers. Stopping time, doing all these other things. All the Dragonborn has to do is stop the time. And by the way, Dragonborn can also use multiple shouts at different times. Despite the mechanics. So, it's like the Dragonborn can stop time, go around and just completely beat up the Thalmor and resume time, and then they're fucked anyway. What are they gonna do? I mean, yeah, okay, they got magic. Maybe they can do the same thing, but even so, they would be completely outgunned. They'll be completely outdone. Because the terrain is too treacherous, the even coming by boat, as I said, I've seen someone say, oh, but they can come by boat. Very stupid. Especially if the Dragonborn has dragons. What is boats made out of? Mostly wood. Especially how Tamriel is. What they're gonna do? Have metal boats? And then even then you've got dragons that do frost damage, magic damage. There's all types of different dragons. All they need to find out is what is their boats made out of, and if it's wood, well, fire, easy, destroyed, absolutely obliterated. And even then, it's like, the Thalmor are gonna get fucked up anyway. That's just my theory. But yeah, anyway, I've gone on for a bit too long about that. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, because the next stream we are going to fight. Well, we are going to try and go in for Alduin. He's probably grown quite stronger since we last fought him. We beat him in combat. So hopefully, I'm gonna be honest, the ruins and things like that, that's gonna be a really interesting... It's gonna be interesting to fight through all of that. And then to all of a sudden fight Alduin after that. It's going to be really interesting because not only have we got Takata, we've got some other companions with us as well, so we should be okay, especially with healing. But it's gonna be interesting to see how hard this is gonna be. Never done it with these sort of mods, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this stream, make sure to hit the like, consider subscribing if you're new, and feel free to join a Discord. Discord link is down in the description below. And if you are wondering what mods I am using, you can type in !Skyrim, and you'll be able to find out what mods I am using. I've actually got the same commands for Horizon Zero Dawn as well. His face looks a bit weird. In any case, I'm gonna leave it there. We're gonna leave all of the good parts next. Man, I can't wait to see what Odoving looks like now. I think it will look a bit different. I'm not too sure, but we'll find out in the next one. So, guys, I can't wait till the next time I play Skyrim. So until then, tomorrow is gonna be Ghost of Tsushima, by the way. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So take it easy and peace out. Take it easy, guys. Cheers for tuning into the stream.